say anything. I think the sign says it all.
Cody Rhodes is working the entire AEW audience by fooling them into really thinking that he's going to leave the company that he helped create with Tony Khan and the other members of the Elite. For those that don't know, it was reported that he was officially a free agent and has been wrestling with All Elite Wrestling without a contract for the last few weeks. This got a bunch of different YouTubers and wrestling fans thinking about the possibility of him joining the WWE. I don't know how people really fell for that because honestly, I'm going to say that there's a 99.99999% chance that he stays with AEW. I would say 100%, but you never know and anything is technically possible, but I highly doubt it. It's unknown why he hasn't signed another contract with AEW, but it doesn't matter. Cody Rhodes has way too many obligations connected to the company that it would make no sense for him to leave. Warner Bros. Gave this man his own reality TV show. It's not the best, but they did give him a TV show. The brand also has him featured on one of their top talent shows, The Go Big Show. Cody Rhodes also has a pro wrestling school, The Nightmare Factory, which is essentially a training facility for AEW. QT Marshall also works there as well. And let's not forget about the fact that Cody is an executive vice president for All Elite Wrestling. His wife also works as their chief brand officer. His brother is employed with the company as well, and Rhodes is currently the TNT champion. When you think about everything and how connected he really is to AEW, it's almost laughable to think that he was going to leave to return to WWE. This is why I say there's a 99.99999% chance that he re-signs with AEW sometime soon. I will say though, as I said earlier, it is a little strange that he has been wrestling without a contract. Like, it doesn't really make too much sense why he wouldn't do that yet in the past few weeks. But if he really wanted to, Cody Rhodes could stop by at the Royal Rumble and Tony Khan really can't do anything about it. I think this would be a good idea for both WWE and Cody Rhodes. Let me explain. In my opinion, Cody Rhodes has the potential to become a top star in WWE if he returns right now. The American Nightmare left in 2016 and he essentially rebuilt himself. We've seen this happen so many times in the past. Drew McIntyre was a total loser in 2013. He left, he created a new identity and returned to become a top star in his second run with Vince McMahon. Bobby Lashley also flopped in his early days of his WWE career, and then he left and he made a name for himself in Impact Wrestling, and Lashley would then return and has been on the best run of his life in professional wrestling. Cody Rhodes has done the same thing. He left WWE when he hit rock bottom, and he quickly became one of the hottest things in the indie scene. The WWE would be stupid to not have noticed. Cody Rhodes has proved that he can cut passionate promos and deliver matches that tell stories in the squared circle. He's also got the history of his dad linked to him that WWE loves to utilize. Like, Vince McMahon, for whatever reason, really likes booking wrestlers that have a nice history to the business. Dusty Rhodes is definitely a legend that he would love to bring up. Not only does it make logical sense to attempt to sign Cody Rhodes because of his talent, but it would also truly shock the wrestling world, and I can't tell you how monumental that moment would be. People would actually lose their shit. This would be the shot heard around the wrestling industry. It would most likely also piss off Tony Khan and AEW, and honestly, I would love to see that drama unfold if I'm being completely real with you. Anyways, if the WWE really has any plans to sign him and actually book him as a top star, they should have him enter the Royal Rumble as a free agent. I'm not saying sign him to a contract. No, bring him as a free agent, and during this time, they can try to convince him to sign a contract with them. He can get a feel for the backstage vibe, and the WWE can even show him some plans that they would have if they wanted to book him to make him a top star. If it is enticing enough, if the money is there, if the booking is there, if it makes sense, he could very well make that jump. And that is the beauty of being a free agent. Cody Rhodes can test out the market, and this is where he benefits. Not only can he have of another offer, but he could use that offer for leverage to get more money out of Tony Khan. I say that there's a chance Tony Khan might cry about that, but business is business, TK. Anyways, it'll be interesting to see what happens, but in reality, the odds of this happening are really low, and I think that this is just blown out of proportion to get some more hate for his gimmick right now, but you never know. He is scheduled to appear on AEW Dynamite tomorrow, and I will be listening to see what he has to say. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you all in the next video.